Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are going to get our weekly healing messages. I wasn't going to do the messages because we're walking into a new moon, and I kept hearing, the universe wants to surprise us this week. So I'm going to do the healing messages this week. Not sure if I'm going to do the other messages because they want us to be surprised. They don't want me tapping into some surprises. And y'all know how I'll be giving away surprises and telling people they getting engaged and shit like that. And they want me to keep my mouth shut. So they said we're going to tap into healing. And we'll see. We'll see. Y'all know I'm nosy, but I'm trying to be obedient. I'm trying to listen. But, yeah. So we're going to get into this week's, let me flip that back over. These flipped while I was shuffling. I like this. The Prince of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Wands. They wanted us to pay attention to that. Y'all been putting in work. Going from the Prince, which is the page, putting in that work, to the King. Putting in that work. All right. Putting in that work. Okay. Heavenly Father, higher self, spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels, archangels, and the universe. We come to you humbly offering gratitude and thanks for the many lessons and blessings you have gifted us with. Please continue to shine them down on us. We ask that you remove any curse and break every chain placed upon us and turn them into blessings. Allow us to open up and receive everything that is meant for us. Continue to release the things that no longer serve us as we walk in our truth. Again, we are forever grateful and thankful. All right, so we do see that. Look what came out in the pre. We got the Ace of Pentacles and we got the Three of Cups. Didn't I say that the universe is blessing us? Y'all know the Three of Cups for me is always your spirit team, your angels leading you. They cheering you on. They lifting them cups up to you for me. And we got the Ace of Pentacles. So they coming with something this week. I'm gonna do the healing messages like I said. I might not be able. They might smack me if I try to tap into the other, because my collective, we getting blessed. They want it to be a surprise. It's miracles and blessings this week. That's what I heard. Daddy Jupiter moving. He like Santa Claus. He bringing gifts. All right, let's get into these healing messages. I love this. Look at this, Two of Pentacles and a Temperance. Now that's some balance, ain't it? Okay, let's get into it. Yeah, shuffle 3 more times and we're gonna get in there. All right, let's get the healing messages this week for the collective. Y'all showing out in the pre-shuffle. They showing out. They showing out in the pre-shuffle. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's see what we get on the board, because they showing out Let's see what we got. What's coming in this week? Main healing journey. Let's look at it. Ooh, out the gate. All right. Whew. We have the Queen of Cups coming out at the bottom of the deck. All right. The Queen of Cups speaks of your intuition, balancing your emotions. Ooh, this is a lot of your intuition. You guys know already. This is just what's going to happen. We have, look at that, the Four of Swords, the Moon, and the Queen of Cups. You guys are very much tapped into your higher self, trusting your intuition at this time here, right? Look at this. We got the World card. Eight of Cups, Seven of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and the Devil. We talked about this last week. We talked about walking away from people, places, and things that you know are no longer good for you. You know this. You have the World card here. You have the Eight of Cups. You got the Seven of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Devil card. All right. With this energy, you definitely can be working on releasing your toxic traits and traumas. We talked about getting out of denial. In order to get out of denial, you have to acknowledge. You have to see the truth in you. And in that Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse, that's exactly what was happening. Tapping into your shadow, tapping into the darkness within that you need to break free from. That Seven of Swords is like a deer being caught in a headlight. This is like you've been in denial about yourself. You've been self-deceiving yourself. Do you see that? That's you catching yourself and seeing how you've been putting swords in yourself. And now you're walking away from this. You want to come up for air. This is you walking away from those cups that are no longer fulfilling. And you are closing out that cycle once and for all. Because you're ready to start something new. Mind, body, and soul. You're about your creation. And you got to look and see how you're creating things. Because the energy that you are in is the energy that you're going to get back when you are creating these things. So if you're not in good energy and you're wondering why your manifestations are coming in chaotic, right? It's how you're manifesting. It's the energy that you're in. It's the energy that's around you. You want to pay attention to how you're creating what you're creating when you're tapping into your healing. All right, let's look at the inner child this week. Inner child healing and shadow work class was amazing this week. We discussed a lot of personal experiences, and we talked a lot about core wounds and how to break it down and get to the root. All right, let's look at that inner child. Okay. We learning. We studying. What we doing? All right. Look at that inner child. The inner child has the Wheel of Fortune with the Three of Wands. Look. Inner child, main spread, also Eight of Cups energy. We got the Wheel of Fortune. We got the Three of Wands. We have the Eight of Cups. So, you know, this is you taking charge in your own destiny, going a different way here to get your wishes fulfilled. I like this. Taking time to nurture yourself, balance out your emotions with the Queen of Pentacles, being very, very protected of your energy. All right. Let's see what we got. We got the Seven of Pentacles in the inner child. Where you focus your time, effort, and energy is where you're going to see your growth, your stability. You're waiting for that harvest to come in. You've been nurturing your inner child. You've been doing the healing work. Yes, I like this with the Knight of Swords here. You definitely been cutting out a lot of negative self-talk. You definitely been working on your communication skills and speaking to yourself nice. I like this. All inner child, all child energy. I like it. And then we have them all. So we have the Knight of Swords working on your communication. We have the Page of Pentacles working on your stability, planting new seeds here. Do you see this? Planting new seeds. Learning how to plant those new seeds. Okay. Yes, we got our water element. We got the Page of Cups here. We coming into balance. I like this with the inner child. I like all of this child energy too coming out in the inner child. We have the Page of Cups here. Look at that. She is in that water with that fish. She's teaching herself how to get it. You see how she pouring the fish out? She pouring the fish out the cup because she knows she got another one coming in. Look at that. She learning how to balance her emotions. Ooh. And then we got the Page of Wands. She's discovering how to use her inspiration. Look how she's looking. She's learning how to create her own passions. She's going out in the world and discovering. Look at this. Page of Wands, Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Look at this. And then you got the Knight of Swords. So this is like, okay, here we go, childhood, here we go, teenage. We realizing how our teenage attitude kind of, grew into adult. We learning how to replant new seeds, right? We throwing away what we don't want, and we learning that new fish come, endings are beginnings, and we are exploring new territory here. We are Page of Wands. We're going to the new. I like this, and this is what we're focusing on. This inner child healing. This is really, really great with the Seven of Pentacles. I like this and how we got every element coming out, right? Because in the main journey, right, we were in self-denial. We had to walk away from that. And now we're learning. We're balancing in the inner child. I like this. All right, we got to see what the shadow up to, though. The inner child looking great. The inner child is like, I'm going to heal you. I'm going to explore new. I am going to tap into that energy and clear some of that negative communication from childhood out of there so I can take control of my destiny. I like it. All right, this is doing the healing work. Yes. You see this in the Wheel of Fortune? She's journaling, right? She's paying attention. Look at that. She's creating. I like it. All right, let's see what the shadow side up to this week. Because we do got the Seven of Swords and we got the Devil in the main healing spread, right? So we want to see how we are breaking free from this self-denial and these attachments. Oh, okay. Gotta nurture that. Well. All right, look at this. We got the High Priestess. All right, we got the High Priestess, the Nine of Swords, the Moon, the Page of Swords. So, okay. Your shadow is kind of afraid of the unknown. Being worried and being kept up. You know what I'm saying? This is like you're not being able to trust because there's still a little bit of fear. We see that. There's still a little self-denial here. There's still a little bit of bad habits and traits. So these are things that you need to release so you can trust where you are being led. Okay? Here with the High Priestess, you're afraid of what you can't see. And Spirit wants you to trust. You got your sword. Trust. Trust in your guidance. But you're too busy holding on to the things that you need to let go of. Ooh. Confirmation. We have the Five of Pentacles. This is feeling lack. This is feeling like left out. You might have a fear of missing out on something. You got the Queen of Pentacles. This is you needing to nurture what you create right now. Okay, this is you needing to take care of yourself. Nurture that. Five of Pentacles. When you are never alone. So when you are feeling alone, this is when Spirit is saying, hey, I'm over here. Come talk to me. Come nurture yourself. Come build on ours. Okay? Talked about this. Getting in alignment, nurturing what you create at this time. We also talked about paying attention to what are you creating in the energy that you are creating. Some things you might have created out the shadow. And now you need to go back and do some healing work so you can create what you really want. You know, look at this. This is not equal. This is not balanced. This is dangling energy. This is not giving you what you want. This is not being fair. And that's what you need to walk away from with the King of Cups here. And the Queen of Cups in the main spread, it's like you need to take out your emotions at this time. Ooh. In the shadow, like you need to detach. You need to tap into you. into your spiritual energy with the Three of Wands here. That's spiritual energy. That's what you need to tap into. Everything that you need and require is within you, right? And this lack that you want from outside of you, this is the self-denial. This is the attachment that you need to break free from. And you need to learn how to acquire everything that you require. Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups. This is learning how to love yourself. Self-love plan. This is you relearning how to nurture yourself, how to be abundant by yourself. Ooh. All right. Messages for the inner child. Messages for the inner child. We got look for the portal. We got nurture your tribe. Who's your tribe? What are you creating? Who are you creating? Nurture what is for you. Look for the portal. New moon coming up, right? That's a 5 energy. That's major change. We got the 5. We got the 6. We got the 7. We going up. Show love and compassion. And then we got detach and seek refuge. What did I say? And that's a 3 with that 39. Breaking down to a 12. Some of you need to cut off your emotional energy. You need to detach so you can show love and compassion to yourself. You need to nurture what you are creating, your creations at this time. This is, even though we're talking about your inner child, this could be your children also. Banish your demons. You need to take some time to work on yourself. Work on your self-denial. You need to do this. We talked about you creating things from the shadow, and now you taking some time to replant some new energy. Ooh. Come through, Spirit. All right. What we got coming through for the shadows? What we got coming through for the shadows? Look. Confirmations. Don't be in denial about what you created in your life with the denial and the summons. Ooh. Now it's time for you to see the beauty and the value. Because if you created things from the unhealed aspect and you are learning, you can see the beauty and the value to create something from a healed aspect. If you know better, you do better. It's time to integrate the lessons, right? Because we had a 14 and a 13. We did have the 5, the 6, the 7 going up. And we got the master number 4 with banishing your demons. We got the high priestess of earth. We are definitely in Taurus energy. Right? Get out in nature. Do some grounding. Do some work. Do some healing work. Okay? This is coming into an acceptance of what it is that you created. Even though it's what you created unhealed. You can tap in and plant new seeds. And break it down and get out of self-destruction mode. Ooh. All right. Let's see, healing messages for the collective. Healing focus this week for the collective. You healing through that temptation. This is that devil energy. This is going back into those cycles of bad habits and things that you've been working on, right? Mercury is now direct. So, this is setting free, integrating those lessons that you learned in Mercury retrograde, breaking those cycles down, understanding the cycles of your life within self. Can I get one more? Confirmation. This is a letting go. So Mercury retrograde, you had a chance to see, right? You probably slipped back into some of those toxic traits. some of those habits because they come around again, so you can take a deeper introspection. We're in the 7th year. And these are the temptations and the cycles, and you realize now what you need to be letting go of. And they definitely want you to pay attention to your dream space at this time, because things come up. And remember, it's time for you to show love and compassion to self, nurturing yourself, nurturing your tribe, nurturing your creations, and detaching right now. All right, what we got for healing when it comes to the collective this week? All the things that don't serve me now. It's the playlist, guys. It's the playlist. We got freedom. You want to free yourself up? I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. That's that Wheel of Fortune. Do you want to create what it is that you want? You want to get out of the denial? Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life, not just one. And you know, we use Astrology to Heal and Manifest, right? Have you been paying attention, looking at the blogs, tapping into the astrology? The astrology for the month is free. You could go to the website. It's right on the front page. One more for the collective this week when it comes to healing. They gave us 2. That's a blessing. We got judgment. Ooh, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. And then we got balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world and do so without judgment, right? Because when you place judgment on others, you get judged. But judgment is also using your discernment. And you can't, how do I say this? Judgment is not something like, I want to say this the right way. Because judgment is tied in with using your discernment, you need to trust your intuition, okay? But you also got to balance out that judgment, because everybody is created to do things their own way. Everybody has their own path. And that's the understanding and the balance that comes in with it, right? Do you understand that? Just because you do things one way don't mean that how somebody else do things is wrong. It's aligned with your morals and your beliefs, and that's fine and that's okay. But they also have their own path. You get what I'm saying? So bring that into balance. You know, just because I do things one way and you do things another don't mean that we're wrong. We're all on our own path. We're not supposed to be a cookie cutter image, right? We all have a missing part of the puzzle. We all got a piece. So recalibrate that judgment and bring it into balance and use it for your discernment when it comes to aligning with your morals and balance. And we got happiness at the bottom of the deck. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. All right, let's get healing energies this week for the collective. What healing energies are flowing this week for the collective? Y'all got to banish y'all demons. Y'all working on that. Y'all working on y'all toxic traits. We got sexual energy. All right, that's a number 25. We got a 7 here. Introspection. All right, this sacral chakra energy. Maybe you need to disconnect from sex for a while. We got reunion of souls here. We got another 7. 7, 7. Pay attention. This week is going to be a definite healing week. With this sexual energy, also, you could be coming back together. You could be coming into union. You might need to pay attention to that. And then we got, what did I talk about? We got a 6. You're going to have to use your discernment this week. We talked about that. That is clarification. Here, we got discernment flowing through. You're going to learn how to trust your intuition. Okay? This is also you learning how to heal, because walking away from things, you can't trust your intuition if you still stuck, if you still in fear, if you still moving out of hate, if you still moving out of hurt and pain. No, it ain't going to be right. It's time for you to go on this inner journey. That's what's coming up this week. You got to go within. You got to realize what you need to let go of. These sexual ties, using your discernment on what's good and what's healthy for you. This not healthy. This not healthy. Feeling like something isn't reciprocated. All right. So, truth, let's get guidance for the collective this week. Guidance moving forward. Confirmation. Remember, I said whatever you're looking for outside of you, you got to get it from within. What am I looking for outside myself that's already within me? Thank y'all. Y'all appreciate it. Always confirmation. Thank y'all. Are you looking for more guidance, confidence, peace, wisdom, love, or something else? When we search outside ourselves, we can become overwhelmed, frustrated, and never feel quite good enough. It's time to go inward to find everything you seek. All the answers you need lie within. We talked about that. Oh, and this reunion of souls could be you coming back to yourself. Oh, I like it. Breathe in your favorite essential oil. Inhale deeply into your belly. Drop your shoulders and spend some time hanging out with your soul today. Ask yourself what you need to be ready for answers. Okay. On whom am I placing blame right now? A person who blames others has not begun their lesson. A person who blames themselves has begun their lesson. A person who blames no one has finished their lesson. Take responsibility on whom you are placing blame right now. Today, free yourself by releasing all victimhood, blame, and resistance. They don't belong where you are going. Only love and courage live there. Make a choice to do it. Even if you don't feel ready, listen to your heart. You will be led. I don't know why I feel like I got this last week. Who can I serve today? In a world lacking soul-to-soul connection, small and simple acts are what create the biggest and most lasting impact. We shift our own pain and experience an avalanche of love when we lose ourselves in the service of others. Who needs you today? Listen to your heart. Who needs you? Make one soulful connection today and give solely to spread more love. Expect nothing in return. Notice the joy that you feel when you serve others. All right, let's get a healing lesson for the collective this week. Ooh. Today's lesson. Release the need to complain. That's banishing a part of your demons. Complaining, that's talking that shit into existence. We talked about that. Walking away, getting out of self-denial about what you create. Honestly assess whether you're a complainer. No matter whether you share complaints with others or keep them to yourself. This tendency is a way of looking at a situation without seeing its potential blessings. Your goal, to release the predilection to complain and instead see the positive side of things. You got to release that negativity if you want to flow in the goodness. All right. Gratitude plan. Gratitude. All right, let's close you out with a white light oracle for this week. Let's get a white light oracle. I only want one. I'm not taking all of those. So just bless us with one. Thank you. We got Spirit of Owl. 852 Hertz. Y'all know when we get a Hertz card, you definitely should be listening to 852 Hertz this week. Spirit of the Owl. Let's see what we got. It's a number 20. So that too, we talked about integration. Let's see what's going on. I've been seeing a lot of owl pictures too lately. We talked about a recalibration. I love it. I love the confirmations that you guys give us. I'm so thankful and grateful for my spirit team. Always, always. Recalibration to a higher order of divine purpose is in progress. It is not always a smooth ride, but it is safe to be fearless as you gently hold space for new ways of thinking, living, and seeing to emerge. We talked about that, stepping into the new. You are encouraged to let go of opinions and belief systems that cannot support you in a higher frequency states. You shall soon recognize a truth that cuts through confusion and frees you to proceed with love, peace, and higher understanding. Confirmation. Spirit owl is the wisdom bearer, the one who perceives the intended meaning, underlying words, and the truth behind appearances. Even in darkness, spirit owl senses subtle movements with accuracy. The heightened senses of spirit owl are akin to the supernatural perceptions of the higher self. Your higher self sees through an illusion with compassion. That's that. That's that. We seen that. We seen that compassion. We seen all of that. I like the confirmations. It astutely recognizes the agendas of the ego and tunes into the empowering energies of the universe to find a constructive way to express its loving purpose. Tapping into that shadow, yes. Spirit owl enhances your connection to your higher self, guiding you beneath the compelling nature of appearances, where a vastly different and spiritually empowering perspective is available to you. From such heightened awareness, you can accurately intuit the complex drives at work in yourself and others. This makes it easier to have compassion, outwit negativity, and make decisions that are helpful and healing rather than adding to confusion or disorder. When spirit owl appears in a reading, a mystery is soon to be solved, and the ensuing clarity will bring relief and spiritual reward. As spirit owl is a message barrier, this oracle is also a positive omen for your future, a sign that a seemingly impossible or impenetrable situation is unraveling. 852 Hertz is the frequency of higher self-connection, which favors the clearing of the mind and awakening of genuine insight and higher understanding. The frequency of 852 Hertz opens one to perceive light and communicate with the realms of light, higher light beings. With such clarity of mind, it is easy to recognize lower level beings who do not operate from unconditional love and pure wisdom. There is no attraction to such beings, but a compassionate attitude toward them. What did I just talk about? Knowing that our paths are not the same, but we all have a purpose and are a part of a piece of the puzzle. What attracts the soul at this high frequency is the pure light of wisdom, grace, and spiritual liberation, to which the soul is drawn for nourishment and restoration. When we are thirsty, we do not reach for an empty glass. We reach for the one that is full. Seek nourishment that can truly offer what you need. There is no sense in seeking something another cannot provide you because of their spiritual limitations. Pay attention. You can only find it from those who are able to give it. Keep this in mind as you awaken the inner eye of wisdom. Seek the purest love to nurture your heart and share it freely. 852 Hertz is a love-enhancing, freedom-generating frequency of the visionary. The third eye of the soul is awakened inner eye, which sees things as they are without fear, because there is knowledge that healing is possible. We are ready for such vision when our hearts are ready to be free. Then we are prepared to stop fantasizing, start creating, and act with more wisdom because we have more clarity. Confirmation. The Oracle of Spirit Owl of 852 connects you to your authentic soul path and higher purpose. It is a sign that your mind is tuning into something true. It augurs, which masters, clear seeing and higher understanding. You will be freed from a struggle and set on a creative, empowering, and effective path of manifestation. This week, we are walking into one of the greatest new moons to build for stability and security in every area of your life. This is a blessing of creative psychological fire. Trust that the more you let go, the more you will experience renewal and stunning spiritual rebirth. The past is truly over and a new era is dawning. Whoa. Healing process. You might have to come back to do this when you're ready. Connect consciously to your breath. As you exhale, imagine, intend, feel, or visualize your energy grounding in deeper connection to the Earth Mother. You can close your eyes if you wish, feeling that the grounding process is enabling a stronger internal orientation, moving your awareness inwards and downwards, settling into the interior depths of your being. Within that interior realm, there is much spaciousness. It is alive, vital, and receptive. Into that intelligent void, you can release anything you have held on to mentally, physically, or emotionally. It is peaceful to do this. It is enjoyable to do this. You become more of a true and effortless, natural self as this happens. Gently allow attachments to be dissolved, lovingly and set free into that spaciousness. The spaciousness is a sacred room for the universal goddess. Out of that emptiness, many beautiful creations will emerge. Continue with this process for as long as feels best for you. When you are ready, slowly follow your breath back to your physical body in the here and now. Ground yourself by feeling your earth connection and allowing some movement. Hydrate your body with clean, fresh water in abundance with gratitude. You have completed your healing process. So some of us are really wrapping up a completion and cycle and walking into the new, but there's still some things that you're still holding on to that is keeping you afraid of walking into the new. We cut the cord this week. Y'all have a blessed week. It's going to be a week of blessings. A week of blessings. I already know it, but which way is your will going to turn, though?